Deborah's in Erie, Pennsylvania. Hi, Deborah. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I was wondering if you could give me some ideas on how to interview for a financial advisor. I've had a couple bad experiences, and I just don't know where to progress from here. If there's certain talk points that I should be looking for or asking about.
What was the bad experience? What happened?
Well, I had a financial advisor where I had my 401, my Roth 401 with, and they've been good for like 12 years. Well, they just switched brokers like 6 months ago, and since they switched brokers, I've been losing like $1,000 a month. So I need to move that somewhere because I no longer.
Why were you losing $1,000 a month?
Good question. I called and left several messages. They'll get back to me. No phone call.
Okay. I think I found the problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Problem's not them. Problem's not them. It's you.
It's me.
How was that for a slap in the face? It was a slap in the face. No, I'm messing with you a little bit. But here's the thing I figured out. Most of the time when I interview people and I ask that question, it comes back to something like you said. And here's what I want you to shift what you want from a financial advisor. Not to dumb it down, but I want to change the responsibility. Okay? Number one, you should never invest in something you don't understand. So the next time that you lose $1,000 a month and I ask you why, you can tell me. Rather than my advisor didn't do his job. No, that's your job. You need to understand what's going on with the investment. The advisor's job is to advise. Your job is to own the money. Does that make sense?
Right. Well, yes. Okay. I get reports, but it doesn't really list what I'm in.
And you don't know what the flip's going on.
Group numbers. Yeah.
You don't know what's going on. So your financial advisor is a failure and did need to be fired, but not because he lost $1,000 a month, but because he never bothered to let you know ongoing why your investments are doing what they're doing and what they are, so you know, and you can say, oh, I'm losing $1,000 a month and I really don't care because I think it's a temporary thing because I understand this. Or I'm losing $1,000 a month because I'm in the wrong stupid stuff and I need to move it because I understand it. So the second thing is, after you say, I'm never investing in anything again, I don't understand and I don't keep up with. The second thing is, I never hire another financial advisor that has the heart of a salesman again. You hire one that has the heart of a teacher. Because you don't need to be sold their services. You need to be taught what's going on in your life. This is your freaking money. And here's the irony. You probably have more money than he does.
Could be.
Yeah. And so you probably, at the core, you probably actually might know as much as he knows on a lot of things except nuances. So I teach America how to handle their money, and I have a financial advisor. But I don't use them to manage my money. I use them to teach me what's going on, and then I make the decisions with them on how I'm going to manage my money. I never say my financial advisor manages my money. I manage my money with their advice. If you see the difference, you feel the difference on your shoulders? I just put the weight on your shoulders.
Well, right. It's having someone show me how to cipher through all these codes and checks and balances.
And don't put it into one of those codes. Don't put it into one of those codes unless you know what the flip it is.
Right. Well, that was another thing. The investor that I spoke to through my local bank, where I have like half of my money at, I went to him and I said, "Hey, I got this money I want to invest. Could you give me like maybe 10 mutual funds that are paying over 10% a year, and let me choose one."
What he said?
That has a long stand. He said he gave me a list of other things that weren't even mutual funds.
Boom. Yeah, because because he works for a bank. You don't go to the muffler shop for your transmission either. That's rule number 3.
So
here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I want you to go to...
That was the second one.
Yeah, I want you to go to RamseySolutions.com and click on SmartVestor. That's a group of financial advisors that don't work for me, but that have agreed to do things the way I teach, and mainly with the heart of a teacher. And you got gravel in your voice. You got grit. I like you a lot. And I want you to use that and say, okay, this is my freaking money. You people are going to do what I say, and you're going to teach me about this, or I'm not going to use you. I'm going to fire your butt. And that's how you need to treat this. Anytime you get anyone in the financial world who's telling you what to do instead of teaching you, run and fire them.
Yeah. And you need to be interviewing them, asking questions like, how much access will I have to you? How much can I communicate with you? How often will you communicate back? What's your experience like? What clients do you work with? Ask good questions, and the SmartVestor pros will not steer you wrong.
Yeah. And if you don't like one of them, don't use them. And if you don't like my advice, don't use it. But know what the flip you're doing, and take your personal responsibility for the management of your money with other people helping you and teaching you. It's my responsibility to put together my estate plan. My estate planning attorney shows me some good ways to do it, and I decide.